Hello and welcome to another sports podcast started by two people. And given what has happened to podcasters recently, we have done the very foolish decision to start another podcast. But welcome to Knuckleball by NDTV. This is going to be your home for sports content. And I've got with me, I'm Roddur Mookherjee, and I've got with me Tamil Nadu's finest, Sriram Ganesh. How are you, Sriram?
I'm very good. Thank you so much, Roddur, for inviting me onto the podcast that we have started together. I think you forgot mentioning that. But yes, very excited to start this brand new podcast. Knuckleball is hopefully going to be, as you said, the destination for all sports content for around the world.
Follow us on all socials right now.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. So, Sriram, we must mention the fact that we are recording this episode 1 hour before the start of the Champions Trophy. How are you feeling, Champions Trophy?
Oh, very excited. I mean, India reigning ICC tournament champions, as we call it right now, after winning the T20 World Cup. Very excited. I think India going into the tournament as favourites will be very fun to watch.
I think India always enter every single tournament as favourites.
That's true.
I don't really think there's been a tournament in the last 15 years where India haven't
That's
entered
right.
as favourites. But when it comes to Champions Trophy, India were absolutely demolished last time
Right,
in the
that's
final.
very painful.
Does Jasprit Bumrah's no ball still haunt you?
Very much so. And I mean, Jasprit Bumrah is the talking point of the entire ICC Champions Trophy, I must say, this time around as well.
He can't bowl a no ball this time.
Yeah, he can't bowl a single delivery. Let's put it that way. So, I mean, yeah, let's just start with that itself, I guess. Jasprit Bumrah not being there, what do you think?
I think we have the finest bowler in the world
Okay.
to replace him.
Okay.
We've got Harshit Rana.
Okay.
I am a big KKR fan, and Harshit Rana is the next big thing. In all seriousness, Harshit Rana, I think, is a really good replacement for Jasprit Bumrah.
Right.
I think he's a proper wicket taker, but he is going to be third choice, in my opinion,
Right.
behind Arshdeep and Mohammad Shami. And we just need that fit Shami back, because we saw the fit Shami 2023 World Cup, 7 matches, 24 wickets. We saw what he can do. But he looks a little rusty. He
Right.
looks like he's still getting to rhythm. We hope that when the lights turn on the big night, he's going to turn up too.
Harshit Rana, see, I like the inclusion of Harshit Rana. He's exciting, he's young, he's fiery, which we need. But at the same time, as you said, I think Arshdeep Singh and Mohammad Shami are going to start every game, pretty much so with
So
Hardik
if we
Pandya.
just put the Champions Trophy 11 that
Yeah,
we want right
yeah.
here, so you're going to go 2 paces or you're going to go 3?
I'm going to go with Hardik Pandya as my third pacer.
All
for
right,
sure.
so I agree with you. I think
Yeah.
Hardik Pandya in the all-rounder position.
Right.
I think Hardik Pandya goes in at number 7 or 6.
Six,
He's coming in
six.
the middle order. And we've got 2 pacers. I agree with you. Shami
Okay,
and Arshdeep.
so let me just give you a dial down of the 11 that I would play,
Yeah.
personally. I mean, Shubman Gill has been in fantastic form these last 3 games, ever since he became vice captain. I mean, that's a great sign for sure. So I think pretty simple. I think the first 3 just pick themselves. It's Gill, Rohit and Virat. Virat Kohli again had quite a blistering 50 in the third one-dayer, so very exciting for Indian fans for sure. Rohit had an absolute blast in that second ODI. I mean, that was vintage Rohit. And if we can see that coming up at least once or twice in the 5-match tournament, hopefully 5 matches if we make it to the finals. If we get 2 innings from Rohit like that in the tournament, I think we're very golden for sure. Number 4, I think Shreyas Iyer again picks himself. He's been brilliant for the last 18 months or so in 50-over cricket for sure. So I think he is a no-brainer in my opinion.
What are your thoughts on the fact that Shreyas Iyer was apparently dropped until he scored the 150 in that
Yeah.
one ODI and then
Yeah.
he's in the squad?
I mean, make of that what you will, but I think everything, just keeping all of the media reports aside, I think it was pretty obvious that Shreyas Iyer was going to play every game in the Champions Trophy. That's a certain.
I
yeah.
agree, because I think Gautam Gambhir, head coach Gautam Gambhir, I think loves Shreyas Iyer.
Yeah.
He made Shreyas Iyer captain at Delhi Capitals.
Delhi Capitals, yes.
He won the IPL with KKR
Yeah.
not less than 12 months ago. And then Shreyas Iyer was magically left out of the BCCI central contract and
Yeah.
then brought back after Gautam Gambhir
Right. Came back, yeah.
So I couldn't believe that there was some rumors that Gambhir
Yeah.
would want Shreyas Iyer out.
Makes a lot of sense.
I think Gambhir is a proper believer. I hope he is, that Shreyas Iyer is the number 4 for Team India, because this is the first time in ages that Team India have a good number 4.
Right, that's correct. See, because the one thing that we're not really focusing on with Shreyas Iyer is the fact that we're going to be playing in the UAE. It's going to be a lot of turning tracks, a lot of slow tracks. And if you want anyone in the middle of the order to play both pace and spin properly, it's Shreyas Iyer. There's nobody else in that entire talent pool that we currently have that can play spin as well as him. So I think that's a very important factor to take into it. I think which is similar to what happened in the 23 World Cup as well, because it's happening in India. And to have a majority of the games played on sluggish, slow tracks with turn, Shreyas Iyer performed admirably, I would say. In the knockouts especially, he was fantastic.
Yep.
So Shreyas Iyer, again, as I said, number 4, pretty set. Number 5 as well, I think KL picks himself.
I can't believe you scored 500 runs in the World Cup and then people are suddenly like, oh, no, someone else is the first choice wicketkeeper. I think KL-Rahul has to be the first choice wicketkeeper. But an interesting trend that we saw during the England series is that Akshar Patel is being sent up. So KL-Rahul is basically becoming a number 6.
That's correct.
And Akshar Patel is becoming a number 5. What do you feel about Akshar being the sort of floater in the Indian team?
I mean, I don't have any objections with it as long as the roles are clear with the players. Because for us, from the outside looking in, we don't want anything that's like out of the team's control, right? Like we just want to see the best players bat at the best positions, because as strong as our batting might be on paper, these are the kind of decisions that sort of topple everything up, if you know what I mean. So if Akshar is going to be the number 5 in the team's books, keep him at number 5 for the entirety of the tournament. Chopping and changing every single time according to the situation is fine. But at the same time, I feel if you have a set role, it makes everything for the team better. So if Akshar is going to be sent in as the number 5, then you naturally make KL-Rahul your 6 and then Hardik Pandya your 7.
I think I disagree with you slightly there. I think it is important for a team as strong as India to have someone like Akshar Patel who can be used as a floater. I think Gautam Gambhir specifically has mentioned that, you know, there's a need of a little bit of a floater at all times where, you know, depending on the situation, you can send someone in. Now, if India is suddenly 20 for 3, I don't think Akshar Patel comes in. I think KL-Rahul comes in. But if India is cruising towards a chase, I think that's when Akshar can come in, and then KL you get a little bit more batting solidity towards the end of the innings. So I think for Akshar, I think it is pretty nice that India can have the flexibility of a bit of a floater.
Okay, I'll give you a situation. I got a point. I raise you another point here.
Yeah.
If India need 50 or 40, India are 4 wickets down. Do you send KL or do you send Pandya?
I send Hardik.
You send Hardik.
So that's the whole point of being a little flexible.
Right. Makes sense.
You send according to the situation. So I would send Hardik in that situation for sure.
Someone more powerful.
Anywhere you have less than 10 overs left,
right,
and you need a target to chase, and if Hardik Pandya is sitting in the dugout, then you want to get Hardik Pandya on the
power punch
pitch as quickly as you can.
Right.
And I still think he's got that power hitting in him. He just needs to channel it. And
right. We saw glimpses of it in the one day series.
We saw it in the T20s as well. But he takes a little bit of time to settle, but I think he can do it.
Yeah.
He was, I mean, if you remember the 2017 final,
he was the one who kept us going. For sure.
He and who knows if it didn't get run out, we would have won.
Probably. I mean, wishful thinking always works.
Yeah.
Hindsight 2020, as they say. Right. Again, so we were talking about the 11, right?
So 11, let's just say opening 1, 2, 3, 4, it's set.
Right.
It's set. 5 is set.
6 and 7 is also pretty set, I would say.
Set.
Till Pandya, I think it's pretty set.
My only question then comes in the form of, do you play Varun Chakravarti or do you play Kuldeep Yadav?
In an ideal situation, I play both.
But then who do you drop? Do you drop Jadeja? Do you drop Akshar?
I mean, to be very honest, so let's take the Pakistan game, for example. The Pakistan game is going to be probably the most important for India in terms of significance, in terms of qualification, all of that comes into play, right? Assuming that India win against Bangladesh, the pressure is off, slightly, but it's never off in an India-Pakistan game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But at least you have another sort of a fallback with the New Zealand game, right? So in a situation like that, I say you go gung-ho, full guns blazing, you pick 7 batters. I think Pandya and Akshar Patel is definitely proper batter, in my opinion. So 7 batters, you go with 4 proper bowlers. I would say.
So you drop Jadeja or do you drop Akshar?
I would drop Jadeja.
That's a pretty bold claim because Jadeja has been our best spinner.
फिर से कर बोला.
I think that's a pretty bold claim because Jadeja has been our best spinner
Right.
for at least through the England series. He seems to have
That's true.
gotten back his form. So, would you actually? I don't know if I would drop Jadeja at this point.
Because see, my entire thought process with
And remember, Jadeja had 10 runs in the field.
That's true. That's very true. I mean, I'm considering all of that. But the fact of the matter is, right now, I'm just going with a more of a realistic option. See, we went into the T20 series with Akshar Patel as the vice captain. That tells you a lot, right? If he is someone that they're looking at as a possible leadership option, then I'm sure that dropping him doesn't even come close to any decision they're going to take. So from there, from the BCCI's perspective right now, I would say that Jadeja sits out. You play Varun Chakravarti and Kuldeep Yadav both at 8 and 9, and 10-11 is Ashdeep and Shami.
Right, very interesting.
So what would you do?
I mean, we've already mentioned that I'm a KKR fan.
Right.
I would love to see Varun Chakravarti in there, but I think you can't gamble with Varun Chakravarti.
That's true.
In the middle of a tournament. So I think you start with Kuldeep simply because Kuldeep's earned it. Kuldeep has been here for a few years. Kuldeep has earned a starting 11th place. And I really do like the fact that Akshar and Jadeja give you a little bit of batting. You have batting till number 8.
Yeah, right.
And I think if we recall the 2023 World Cup where it all went wrong in one match, it was the fact that we didn't have batting beyond a certain point,
Right.
which sort of meant that Kohli and Rahul played in a bit of a slow, controlling tempo for half the match, and that slowed us down.
Right.
Whereas I think if you have a number 8, and even Ashdeep can hit now, so you can just go towards a total like 350 with 8 batters there,
Yeah.
which I think having 7 batters limits you a little in
Yeah.
that regard, in that mentality, in that thought process.
Right.
So I would say, I think Jadeja and Akshar are both starters. Kuldeep is a starter. Shami and Ashdeep are starters. So do you really think?
Right.
I have to ask you about Shubman Gill.
Yeah.
Because in the 2023 World Cup, Rohit scored 600 odd runs. Virat scored 700 runs. Gill only scored about 300 or 400 runs. And Gill has this tremendous ODI record. He has an average of nearly 60.
Yeah.
He has an ODI average better than Virat, better than Rohit, better than any other batter in the contemporary game. But can he deliver in the big tournament? Can he have the tournament that Shikhar Dhawan has in every single Champions Trophy? What do you think? Do you think Gill can deliver on the big stage?
I mean, I've been very skeptical about Shubman Gill, to be very honest. I mean, I really love Shubman Gill. I mean, I've been seeing him play ever since that under 19.
Half the people say that Yashasvi Jaiswal should be a part of the 15.
I'm a big Jaiswal believer, to be very honest. But I think coming back to, I mean, let's just talk about Gill as of yet right now.
Yeah.
I've been a massive admirer of his ever since the under 19 World Cup that he played. I mean, he was leagues and leagues and leagues ahead of anyone in that tournament, that's for sure. But I mean, he has proven his mettle. I think he's proven his worth in the 50-over game, that's for certain so far. A lot of questions have been raised about his test match performances and his T20 performances also at times. But I think if there's anyone in the world right now that the world wants to watch bat, it's Shubman Gill at the top. And as you said, you mentioned Shikhar Dhawan. If Gill were to have a 2013 Dhawan season, Dhawan year as it were, Dhawan had a phenomenal 2013 Champions Trophy. That really put him on the map and then literally gave him like 8 years of pure cricket at the highest level for India. Does Gill have that in him? For sure. I think he has given enough evidence to us so far to expect that.
Yeah.
But this is what, his second ICC tournament ever?
Second big ICC tournament.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be him.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I think we just expect stuff to happen with Virat and Rohit at this point. But I think Gill is now transcending into that territory where every time someone turns the TV on, they want to watch Gill bat. So I think if he has even remotely as close to a season, a tournament that Dhawan had in 2013, India are very, very solid at the top.
Okay, then this is a wonderful segue to the bold, to all the predictions that we have for the Champions Trophy. Do you think Gill is the top run scorer of the tournament? Who are you betting for the top run scorer of the tournament? Across all teams. Top run scorer of the tournament. Do you think it'll be Indian? Do you think it'll be Indian?
I think it'll be an Indian.
Who do you think it'll be?
I think it's very difficult. It's very difficult to call. I think
Stop being a chicken.
I'll say Rohit.
Rohit Sharma.
Right.
Back in form.
Yeah.
Rohit Sharma. All right. I'll go for.
Is there Kohli in there? Is there Kohli in there?
No.
You're not saying Kohli, okay?
Not yet. I don't.
So
think
do you
it's
not see an Indian being there?
I see an Indian being there. I do because India will go the distance. They'll play the most number of matches. I have no doubt India will go make the final.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of bold predictions, okay.
It's not really that bold. I think Shubman Gill.
You're going with Gill, okay.
I'm backing Shubman Gill to be the top run scorer. You're going for Rohit Sharma. Top wicket taker tournament. Who do you think?
Arshdeep Singh.
Harshit.
Hmm.
I'll go for a bit of a left field answer here. I think the top wicket taker of the tournament will be Adil Rashid. I
Adil
was
Rashid,
really
okay.
impressed
Interesting.
by Adil Rashid when he played in these
In the three matches,
India.
yeah.
I think he holds the key to Adil. I think Adil Rashid holds the key for England to do well. And I think among all the bowlers in the England team, it is Adil Rashid who has the most wicket-taking ability as of right now, and form he's in. I think if England are going to play, if England gets 7 wickets, Adil Rashid is going to get 4.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to chunk all those wickets up. I'm a big fan of Adil Rashid. I think Adil Rashid will be the top wicket taker of the tournament.
I was actually going to say Rashid Khan, but...
That's actually a good pick.
Yeah.
I think Afghanistan could make it.
Yeah,
top 4.
I think Afghanistan are my big dark horses of the tournament this time
Dark horse
around.
Afghanistan.
Yeah.
It's hard to look beyond Afghanistan. I could genuinely see a world where Afghanistan reaches the final.
Okay. I was going to say the knockouts, but okay.
Because I look at that side of the group, right? And it is South Africa, it's
Australia, England.
it's England, and it's Afghanistan. And Afghanistan
On their day could beat
Afghanistan-
everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not an upset anymore if Afghanistan
Yeah,
beats
absolutely.
a big nation. Nowhere near an upset anymore. And you look at, I think 50 over cricket suits Afghanistan perfectly because
They have a
their
good balance now.
Yeah, their batters can take their time to settle. They have good firepower. They have good pace attack. And we saw in the 2023 World Cup what Afghanistan can do. They finished ahead of England. They nearly beat Australia until Glenn Maxwell
did something.
Superman.
Yeah.
I can see Afghanistan topping that group.
Wow. Okay.
Because I don't see, on their best form, I think Afghanistan, obviously it's a Champions Trophy, it's a very closely fought tournament. I think Afghanistan can reach the final. I'll agree with you. I think they are the dark. I think they're more than dark horses now. I think it's
They're
time.
proper contenders, you're saying.
I would literally go the way. I would say that, you know what, I'm throwing it out there. India versus Afghanistan ICC Champions Trophy final.
Wow.
2025.
I mean,
That's my bold
see,
prediction.
That's the whole thing. Listening to your logic and the thought process that I had myself, it's not really that bold either because Australia are really, on paper, really weak this time around. They don't have
five starters.
Five starters. All three of their frontline pacers are out.
Yeah.
So, and spin is going to be the key in this tournament as we're predicting, and they probably have the best spinner in the world, Afghanistan.
Yeah. Varun
Chakravarti. The stock is going up, ladies and gentlemen. The stock is going up.
Rashid Khan, yeah.
Yeah. So I think.
I think a big miss. Sorry to cut in there, Sriram.
Yeah.
I think a big miss for Afghanistan will be Allah Ghazanfar.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Allah Ghazanfar, but he's injured. He'll miss the IPL also for Mumbai Indians. I think that will be a big miss.
Yeah.
So we have to see how Noor Ahmed and the others step up. But
Noor still has it. I mean,
Afghanistan.
Noor is the perfect spinner to complement Rashid. I mean,
Yeah.
those two wrist spinners in the middle of the innings, 20 overs. That's just hell for a batsman.
They're literal mirror images of
Yeah,
each other. If you watch them
Yeah.
all, like one next to the other.
Yeah.
They're literally a right arm Rashid Khan and a left arm
Noor Ahmed.
Noor Ahmed. They literally look the same.
Yeah.
It's incredible. My bold prediction is Afghanistan reach the final. They are the dark horses for me. They are for you.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's just, I've already said the finalists, but let's have your 4 semi-finalists. Group A and Group B. Group A.
India, New Zealand,
Group B.
Afghanistan, England.
Afghanistan topping the group or England topping the group?
England topping.
England topping the group. So you're saying India and
I'm
Afghanistan.
not going
semi.
that far, yeah.
All right. So what's your final then? New Zealand, England. Who do you think wins?
New Zealand wins.
So it's an India-New Zealand
India-New Zealand final.
Okay.
That sends a big chill down my spine. I can't lie. India-New Zealand final is going to be very, 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 very anxiety-inducing for sure.
Final prediction, champions.
India.
I'll go for India.
I said it just like we were talking about this a couple of months ago, and I just sat there and I remember very vividly saying, I have never felt more confident about an Indian team winning a tournament. That's my, take it as my bold prediction. This is the most confident as a fan as I've ever felt for India heading into a tournament to win.
And after all the Border Gavaskar Trophy mess.
All of that aside. No Bumrah, no problem.
All right. So, then, do we have something interesting?
We have something very, very interesting. So, chiming into the Champions Trophy theme that we've been talking about, we have something very special for the audience today. We're going to be doing a tier list, and we're going to be ranking the best jerseys from this tournament. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Alright.
Starting off with the Bangladesh jersey.
I love it.
Do you?
I love it. It's something different.
Right.
It's something different from the original design. I love it. I love when teams go that little bit extra.
Where would you put it?
I put it A tier.
You put it 8 here.
Where would you?
I'm not a big fan.
Why?
It's just a lot of stuff happening. It's a little too much for a jersey, because you have to take into account the fact that half of the design that they've put on the chest portion of it, or like the lower chest portion of it, will get tucked in. So you're not going to really see it, are you? You get what I mean?
Not everyone tucks it in.
I'm not really very moved. It's just a little too much happening on the skin. I would put it C.
I think Bangladesh is the sort of team that needs to show that, okay, we are here, don't count us out.
I think you're reading too much into it.
So
Let's just be
I
very
think this
honest.
jersey is wonderful. Do we make two separate tier lists or do we just make one tier
I
list?
think we compromise and put in B.
B.
I was going to put it in C, you were going to put it in A. I think we compromise and put it in B.
Fine.
Right.
Bangladesh in B tier.
India. Alright.
Let's
India.
go to it. Yeah.
Okay. You first. Again.
My opinion is I liked it on Twitter more than I like it on the pitch.
Okay.
So
Alright.
So when I saw it, I thought so when I saw it on Twitter, I thought X. Sorry, Glenn.
Yeah.
So when I saw it on X, I thought the tricolor looked really nice.
Yeah.
It looked different from what we have been used to India jerseys. On the pitch, I didn't quite fancy it. I think it's good. I'm not saying it's a decent jersey. It's a
What's your bottom?
but it's worse than the Bangladesh jersey for me.
Oh, God.
It's worse than the Bangladesh jersey for me. I wouldn't put it ahead of the B tier
Okay.
for me.
I was going to put it in A. I really like it.
Okay.
I mean, even on the pitch, I really like it. It's the shoulders that do something for me. I think it's really nice. The tricolor, I love it. It's a little different than.
I'm also not a big fan of the blue.
I really like the blue. I think this sort of reminiscent of the 2022 T20 World Cup jersey.
I like the blue for the 23 World Cup.
Yeah, I understand. Everyone
It had a
does.
bit more pattern on it. It had a
But
bit more personality.
I really like this one. I really like. I like the collar placement as well. I like the shoulder pads.
I
would
don't
have put
think
it in A.
I don't think we can put it above. But I
Top
wouldn't.
Of B? What do you think?
Fine, top
First
of
one
B.
in B.
Top of B.
Top of B.
Top of B
Alright.
with Bangladesh. I can't put it
Above.
in a tier above Bangladesh for me. All right, New Zealand.
Plain, simple. They don't really do much. See?
See, yeah, I think it's a
bit of a-
pretty box standard. See,
Yeah.
there is a bit of a leaf
Yeah,
pattern in
they
there.
always go with that pattern.
Yeah, so it's good, but it's
Still very basic.
too
It
basic.
could have gone with a little more extra, I feel.
Too basic, and I like how it's just all black.
Yeah.
So they're embracing that. We've seen some blue in the past. We've seen some grey in the
as well,
past. Yeah.
brown as well, so yeah.
Yeah, I like the black, but it's too basic to be A tier in a jersey tier list. So C tier.
Alright. Now the big one.
Hosts Pakistan.
I'll
Your
start
thoughts?
off with this one. I absolutely love this. It is fantastic. It looks great. It's bright. It's exciting. There are a lot of patterns going around. The sponsor placements are also very nice. I would put it in top of A.
Bang on.
Yeah?
Bang on. I think
Okay.
it goes top of A.
Even S, I would say.
I had gotten ooh.
Because
You have to take
Yeah.
into account the other jerseys in the thing. We get into
Yeah.
that as well. But do you think this is an S? Because I think it might just creep into S.
I think this is the S tier jersey.
Okay.
I hope this is the only place where Pakistan finishes ahead of India. But
Right.
yeah, I love the jersey. I think Pakistan. I had gotten too accustomed to seeing Pakistan wearing dark green.
Dark green, yeah.
And
Thanks,
this
dark green.
bit
This
of
is
light
very-
green with a bit
this
of
is the era
pattern.
that our parents
They have a
went
dark green trouser
Yeah.
and this light green. It looks wonderful.
No, but this
It-
I think reminds me of the era of Pakistan that our parents talk about when Inzamam was dominating everyone. We just
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
stories, and this is the kind of, I think this is the jersey that sort of resembles.
I think it looks even better than those jerseys.
Yeah.
And on to Group B.
Yeah.
Let's start with the finalists, in my opinion,
Yeah.
Afghanistan.
Okay. Again, it's pretty similar to the ones that they've had.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Very simple, very doesn't really excite me too much, but also at the same time it's not bad. It's a very good jersey.
I think it's, yeah, I think, I'm in two minds about this. I'm not very sure whether this should be, I don't think it's better than the Bangladesh jersey for sure.
Okay.
So automatically I think that makes it B or maybe even C tier.
I think we put this with.
And there's no tinge of red also
Yeah. No,
here.
because my thought process of putting this in B in C, I beg your pardon, would be that it lacks a little imagination. It's pretty simple. It's the same as we've seen before.
I mean, the patterns on the
That's-
jersey are very, very nice, very nice.
I mean,
And
I don't know how it would look on the pitch, if we would be able to see the details on the pitch either. So I think
I think they
similar
could have
to
done
what
with a little bit of red,
Yeah,
a tinge of red,
Yeah.
you know, mixing
Maybe on
it
the
up a little
shoulders,
bit.
a little bit of
Yeah,
red.
or on the collar
Yeah.
somewhere. I think a bit of red would have made it at least B, but yeah, I think C tier for this.
very similar to the New Zealand thought process. That it's
Yeah.
very similar to what they
Yeah.
I think C, yeah, I agree with you. Australia.
Speaking of similar,
Yeah. Have they ever gone with something different other than that dark green era in the middle that they were going with it? But this
that
time-
was mostly a T20 jersey,
Yeah.
and not really for tournaments. They've always been
Yeah.
bright yellow.
I really like, though again going on a tangent.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Tri series where they had that green jersey?
Yeah, yeah.
That was really good.
The CB series,
Yeah.
the iconic CB series that India won, the green jersey. Yeah, I really liked those green jerseys.
Yeah. But this is carbon copy of what they ran in the 23 World Cup. I don't
Not
think
exactly
they
a carbon
changed
copy, but it's yellow with a little bit of green here.
anything. See,
See,
I think D I am saving for a particular jersey.
Same.
In my eyes.
same.
I think we go C.
C tier for Australia.
Now, this one I feel is another contender for an S in my opinion.
Which
South
one?
Africa.
Ooh,
I really like the jersey. It's minimal. It's just the perfect combination of colors. I wasn't really moved by their primarily yellow jersey in the T20 World Cup. Not a big fan. This sort of, I see this jersey and I'm reminded of AB de Villiers. I mean, that's the
Ooh.
best memory I can have.
right, absolutely. No, I really like how clean it is.
Yeah.
I like the fact that I like it's different. You know, a bit of difference for a special tournament makes you feel like, okay, it's a tournament. It's not just another bilateral series. And I like the fact that South Africa. You know, I've been a big fan of how South Africa have experimented with their jerseys,
Yeah.
because if you remember the T20 World Cup, they had this flag on the
Yeah.
shoulders, and now they've experimented with a clean green jersey with a bit of lines. It's so clean. I think A tier.
You're reserving S for Pakistan.
I like the Pakistan one a little more.
Okay.
We don't have someone in the A tier yet.
Yeah.
Do we go A or do you want to go S?
I think we settled with A. I think, yeah.
We settled with A?
Pakistan, I give them brownie points for how different they've gone. if I be
Yeah,
very honest with
yeah.
you.
All right. South Africa goes A tier.
The D tier is very empty, and this is a team that you said you're not very excited to watch. This is a team that doesn't really have a good jersey either. England.
What is that?
This is just,
Mm.
yeah, I'm
England need to stop this ocean blue
Yeah.
gimmick that they have to. Come on. That's
sorry.
not.
Why can't we just go back to the 2007 jersey?
I
with
think
dark blue?
England need to have an identity.
Yeah.
I don't think England have an identity in terms of their jerseys. You know that India is going to be blue. You know, Pakistan's green. England is red. Okay, England go red for T20s, blue for
Let me
ODIs.
stop you right there. The last time England wore ocean blue in a 50-over ICC tournament, what did they do?
They were dreadful in the 2023 World Cup.
No, they won the tournament in 2019.
Wasn't 2023 the Australian ocean blue?
23 was, I think they wore like a Afghanistan shade.
Slightly darker, yeah, right.
But I think this might be sort of like a sentiment that they might be going for, because as a design choice, it just doesn't work for me. Bottom tier.
Yeah, bottom tier for me. No, man. This England. This reminds me of the Owen Morgan era.
Yeah.
A botched up Owen Morgan era.
Too much happening at the same time. Yeah.
Owen Morgan era, clean, sleek, blue, light blue. They were there to win the World Cup.
Home ground, they won it.
Perhaps the form as well plays into it a little bit, but I don't like this England jersey. England. I don't like blue on England, to be honest. I want England to have red.
Yeah.
I think England should embrace red much more than they embrace blue. So, yeah, England bottom tier.
Yeah. Guess the IPL player by their career path.
Right. Okay.
So, here's the first one for you.
Okay.
What do you think? Mumbai Indians, then Rajasthan Royals, couple of years at Rising Pune,
Okay.
then Rajasthan again, then Delhi, KKR, CSK, and he'll be
This
at
guy
KKR.
has been everywhere. Okay.
He's gonna be at KKR again.
Okay.
That's a big clue for you.
Alright, I think I have a decent idea of this now. He used to open the batting, right, for India. Famously scored 6 boundaries in a single over,
That's correct.
right? Probably one of the best BGT captains for India in the recent
Do
memory.
you know the answer or not?
Yes, I know the answer. Ajinkya Rahane.
That is correct.
Right.
Ajinkya Rahane is the answer. Second one for you, Sriram. There you have it. KKR, Rajasthan Royals, Delhi Capitals, Rajasthan Royals again.
Okay. This is a bit tricky because this person is not moved, right?
Not moved in 8 years.
This is very tricky.
It's
has to be the person that I'm thinking of.
Who is
Has he
the guy?
played for someone else? Is it Sanju Samson?
It is Sanju Samson.
That's right. Okay, fantastic.
It is Sanju Samson.
Yeah.
Sanju Samson started off at KKR. Very few people remember.
Yeah.
But Gautam Gambhir has been a big fan of Sanju Samson forever. Sanju Samson it is. And the last one for you, Sriram. There you have it. 3 teams.
This is very simple.
The 3 biggest
I'm
teams.
very disappointed that you challenged me with this one.
Come on.
I mean, come on.
Go for it.
The Spin King, Harbhajan Singh.
Correct. So you've got 3 on 3. You've got 3 on 3. I really thought...
Expert
people
ball
would-
knowledge.
So many people have played for MICSK. I really thought you would get a little confused there.
The
But-
18 to 17, 2008 to 17 is a big giver.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. All right.
Great.
Sriram 3 on 3.
All right, Roddur. The first one on your screen.
2008 MI. And then MI again.
There's a gap in the middle.
Couple of years CSK. Oh. I was thinking Dwayne Bravo, but I'm really confused now. But I think it's another Dwayne.
It is another Dwayne, all right. Well, what's your
Dwayne
answer?
Smith.
That's correct, yes. The forgotten West Indian opening batsman who used to torment the IPL.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah.
He was really good.
The next one is on your screen now.
Ooh. DC, Punjab, 3 years at KKR. I should know this. Oh my god.
Glory years of KKR.
2015. Ooh, what's this? Okay, I have a few guesses, but first one that pops to my mind is Iqbal Abdullah.
It's not Iqbal Abdullah, no.
Oh.
You have one more guess or we have to forfeit your chance.
Oh my god. Give me a hint. Come on, give me a hint.
Opened the batting with Gautam Gambhir.
Manvinder Bisla.
This is Manvinder Bisla, yes.
Manvinder Bisla. Right.
I really thought that the Kings 11 Punjab and the DC might throw you off there, yeah.
Yeah, I really did. I couldn't recollect Manvinder Bisla, but another forgotten hero.
Yeah.
Manvinder Bisla.
What a final he played in
What a
2012,
final.
huh?
Always. Thank you, Manvinder Bisla. Thank you for that. No.
Spoken like a true KKR fan. All right, the last one.
Rajasthan, Gujarat, SRH, and then KK. Wait, is this single year or is it they've been there?
These are the only years he's been here. 1 year there, 1 year there, 2 year gap, then 1 year there.
And that was the last time they played?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you've stopped. What?
I think I've overestimated your ball knowledge with this one. I went 3 for 3 in the last video. So you really need to compete with me, man. This is I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
This guy had a movie made after him.
The only person I know who's made a movie named after him is MS Dhoni.
Alright, I'll give you another hint. This guy was a very late bloomer. Made it onto the stage very late.
Give me a role.
He's a leg spinner.
Ooh.
Look at Rajasthan, look at old leg spinner.
I know. It's Praveen Tambe.
It's Praveen Tambe!
Yes. Praveen Tambe.
One of Maharashtra's finest.
Technically, I'm 3 out of 3, but I don't. Really
You're not 3 out of 3.
I
Let's
don't
just
know
not.
about
Okay.
that. Okay.
Now on to the next fun segment of the podcast, Roddur. Another very interesting category that we brought for the viewers today.
You've got more games for us.
It is, yes. So I'm going to be quizzing Roddur and vice versa. He's going to be quizzing me on one category where we have to name the top 5. All right.
Alright.
Guess the top 5 highest run scorers in IPL history who have never scored an IPL 100.
Oh my god. What are the questions you're throwing at me today? Come on.
This is episode 1. We need to really set the tone.
Okay. Gautam Gambhir has to be up there.
That is correct, yes.
What number is he?
He's number 5.
Gautam Gambhir is number 5. Oh my god, what have you done to me?
If you get 3 of these, I'll be very, very impressed by you.
Gautam Gambhir is number 5.
There are so many big names you're missing out.
Okay, are these batters or are these all-rounders?
All of them are batters.
Pure batters.
A couple of them are wicket keepers. The 3 of them are wicket keepers.
Okay, that's the wicket. MS Dhoni.
MS Dhoni is number 1.
Oh,
Most
okay.
runs in IPL history without a century.
It's been 18 years.
Yeah. Number 1 is
MS
Dhoni.
Dhoni is up there.
Number 5 is Gambhir.
Number 5 is Gambhir. If you have 3 wicket keepers, Parthiv Patel?
Parthiv Patel is not on the list. You are out 1 life. You have 2
Dinesh
remaining.
Karthik.
Dinesh Karthik is correct. Number 3.
Dinesh Karthik. Robin Uthappa.
Robin Uthappa is number 2. That's
Yes.
correct. You have 1 name remaining. Non-wicket keeper.
Okay, is he overseas?
Overseas.
Overseas, okay. Overseas. I
Think
can
my
of-
team.
Hmm,
Opening batter.
Michael Hussey.
No, that's not correct.
No, not-
You just have 1 life remaining. Think about it.
Okay.
I'll give you 1 big hint. Seeing that this is the first episode of our podcast,
No, I don't.
I'm
want
going to
you
be very nice with
I don't
you.
want you to
Okay.
give me a hint. I don't want you to give me a hint.
Okay.
Let me think. Chennai Super Kings opening batter
Overseas.
overseas.
I think this is very simple.
Faf?
Faf du Plessis is right. That's correct. Yes.
Faf du Plessis. Oh my god.
Oh,
What are the questions?
Roddur is just not going to have
What are
mercy
the
on me from now on, and he's going to throw the biggest curveballs that he's going to find on Reddit and just throw it on my face. Yeah, I'm just not prepared for this. But yeah, Roddur wins. It's correct.
Okay. Guess the 5 batters with the highest Champions Trophy strike rate. The caveat is they have to have scored a minimum of 300 Champions Trophy runs.
Oh my God. Okay,
All time.
this is so tough. Shikhar Dhawan.
Number 1.
Number
Shikhar
one.
Dhawan is number 1. 101.59.
That is the most.
That is the most. It's ODI cricket, man.
Okay. Another left-handed opening bat at the top. I'm going to guess Saurav Ganguly.
Saurav Ganguly is not on the list.
Okay, all right. This is just not going to be good. Chris Gayle.
Chris Gill is not on the list.
Oh my God. All right.
There are
100.
3 Indians on the list. Apart from Dhawan, there are 2 more.
2 more. Dhawan you said was number 1.
Dhawan is number 1.
Rohit Sharma?
Rohit Sharma is not on the list.
Oh my God, I've already
No,
lost.
It's a very obvious one here.
I've already lost. I've said 3 wrong names.
No one guess.
Okay. There's a very obvious name.
Yeah.
Sachin?
No. Not
Then
Sachin.
Virender Sehwag.
Yes, Virender Sehwag is number 2. Virender
Alright.
Sehwag is number 2 with 100.77.
Okay.
There's one more Indian. So again, it's very obvious.
Champions Trophy, Indian. Kohli?
Virat Kohli is number
Okay.
5.
I never associate Kohli and strike rates ever. So
Virat
that's-
Kohli is number 5 with 92.32.
the rest of them are overseas.
Number 3 and 4 are not Indians. One of them is known to have a big strike rate.
De Villiers?
No, this man is Australian.
Australian.
Think past.
Hayden.
No.
Gilchrist.
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 Adam Gilchrist.
All right.
Number 4, 94.08. Number 3, I'll be shocked if you know this.
Can you just give me the country at least?
It's England.
Andrew Flintoff?
No.
Is he an opening batsman?
No.
Oh God. Is it from the past?
No.
It's a present player.
Yeah.
Who played in the last Champions Trophy for England? Is he in the current squad?
Yes.
Is it Joe Root?
Yes.
It is Joe Root, my
Joe
God.
Root has the 3rd best Champions Trophy strike rate ever, 94.51.
Wow,
How
okay.
crazy is that?
That is a very, very tough quiz that Roddur has set for me. And I don't feel bad now for setting the quiz that I set for him. So yeah, that's fine.
All right.
All right.
The final part of our game section is blind ranking. I'm sure you've seen loads of blind ranking all across social media. And now we're bringing it into cricket. So Sriram, blind ranking for you. The first one, my friend. Blind rank these 5 openers in ODI cricket based on current form.
Oof. All right.
First one for you, Shubman Gill.
Current form. It's too. I can't put number 1 on the first name, but I have to. Number 1.
You got Shubman Gill number 1.
Yeah.
All right. I think you'll regret that.
Okay.
Okay, Babar Azam. He's opening in the Champions Trophy.
Right. Number 3.
Number 3, Phil Salt.
Oof. He's not been that great in ODIs. Evidence suggests in the last 3 one-days against India.
Okay.
Number
Very good.
4.
Number 4. Okay. Rohit Sharma.
Number 2.
Number 2.
I'm happy with that.
Okay. Is Sriram going to regret the last one? Travis said.
Oh God. Not like this. Not like this. But yeah, for sentimentality alone, I'll put him at 5. Okay. I'm not at all unhappy putting him at number 5. Travis Head has given me too many nightmares as an Indian fan.
If you genuinely rank this, where would you put Travis Head?
Number 1.
Travis at number 1.
Travis at number 1 and the list just goes down.
Right. All right.
Okay.
What do you have for me?
All right. Blind ranking India's next gen pace bowlers.
Okay.
Mayank Yadav.
I don't know what you're throwing at me. Mayank Yadav hasn't proven it for me. Number 4.
Okay.
Hasn't proven
Oh
it yet.
my, okay.
On the highest level, he hasn't. Number 4. Mayank
All
Yadav.
right. Yash Dayal.
Yash Dayal goes number 5.
Number 5.
Yash
All right.
Dayal goes number 5.
Were you surprised that he didn't get an India call-up?
No.
Not really?
Not
After
in
the
ODI cricket, no.
he was pretty good in domestics though.
Not in ODI cricket, no.
All right. Mohsin Khan.
Oh. Mohsin Khan hasn't even played that much. Mohsin Khan goes number 3.
Number 3.
I would definitely have Mayank Yadav over Mohsin Khan. Much higher, but Mohsin Khan goes number 3.
All right. Arshdeep Singh.
Arshdeep Singh goes number 1.
Number 1.
Arshdeep Singh has to go number 1. Arshdeep is... He's already India's highest.
No.
wicket
I
taker in
totally agree
T20s.
with you. I totally agree with you. But I am very surprised that you put him at number 1 knowing the next name that is going to pop up.
No.
It's Harshit Rana.
Harshit Rana is number 2. I'm very happy with that list.
Okay.
Except Mohsin Khan, I would put Mayank Yadav at
Above.
3. The rest I'm happy with. I'm happy with Arshdeep 1, Harshit 2.
Fantastic. All right.
All right.
Okay.
So, Sriram, we've come to the end of the first episode.
Yeah.
But this is just the first episode.
Right.
We have so much more to do. So, what do we have for episode 2?
Episode 2 features a very, very special guest. Someone that the two of us have looked up to. Someone that we want to emulate in this industry. The OG.
Someone that you've definitely heard of before. Play the clip.
उन सबके लिए फैन मोमेंट था मेरे लिए भी है इट्स ऑलवेज अ फैन बॉय मोमेंट मीटिंग श्रीजेश
Yeah, recognize that voice? I'm sure you do. Well, he's coming right here on Knuckleball. Guys, tune in for it. Knuckleball by NDTV is here to stay. and it'll be coming to you
Every week.
every week without fail. So,
Yeah. I mean, you've said it all. Thank you so much for everyone for tuning into this episode. I'm hoping you had a blast with this one. Catch us next time on the second episode. Tune in wherever you find your podcasts.
Yep.
And
all
on
our
all
socials are down below.
Yeah.
Twitter is down below. Instagram, Facebook, Snap, everything is down below. Go follow us.
And that's a wrap.